All right. I think we are live.
You think we're live, eh?
Welcome, everyone, to Star Wars Day.
Woo!
Hey.
May the 4th be with you.
That's why everybody keeps... Okay.
Yeah, do you get it now?
I get it now. It's kind of like saying, may the force be with you.
Yeah. And also with you.
Yes. So
It's hard. It's hard when you say it not to think of someone with a lisp. May the 4th be with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is episode number 48 of From the Middle. This is our very first ever live episode. We are live on Facebook. We are going to take people's comments, questions, and suggested topics. If you have no idea who we are three middle-class guys in the middle of America, in the middle chapters of our lives, with a point of view that's somewhere in the middle, unless it relates to something like geek culture and Star Wars. As you can see, we take some of that a little less middle-ish. So happy Star Wars Day, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, thanks for tuning in to From the Middle, where even when the jokes are fresh, they're still stale.
We have our first question from somebody named Amy. Oh, you guys' last names are the same.
Well, how about that? Hey.
Do you always look like that when podcasting, Kendall?
Yes.
Yeah.
Every single episode. If you go back and look at all the video episodes, this is exactly what I'm wearing. Usually have the Detroit shirt on. I think maybe I took the beard way down. That's probably what she's referring to.
Man, you could have had like a Sam Elliott, like handlebar-y, curled up situation going on with that hat.
Oh, shoot.
Man, what were you thinking?
I'm sorry.
You weren't thinking ahead, man.
Yeah, you're right. And this is my official apology to everybody who would have seen me between then and now. That you all missed out. And it's my fault.
Hey, our mom's here.
Hey!
She says, keep it clean. Mama Bear's here.
Yikes.
This may be the first episode she's ever listened to. Hey, Mom, thanks for your support.
Sorry, your eldest just threw you under the bus for not listening.
Oh, that's awesome.
So,
yeah.
How is everybody? How are you guys doing?
It's Star Wars Day, so it's a great day.
Star Wars Day. What have you guys done today? Dylan, tell us about your Star Wars Day. Star Wars Day in any Hubble household, as far as I know, has to be a special day.
Essentially a national holiday where nobody knows that it's a holiday.
Did you now the banner, now I see something different from what the banner sees.
I don't know.
Or from what you see on Facebook Live.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't
know why I think it's so funny. I just do. He's moving.
I don't know what you're talking about. It was great. So it's Monday. Obviously, I still had to work and mow the lawn like an adult with responsibilities. And but I also watched the final episode of Star Wars, The Clone Wars, the animated series, season 7, episode 12. There's no spoilers, but it was fantastic. And if you've never watched any of it and you don't plan on it, but you're a Star Wars fan, maybe you're not. But if you are, at least go watch those last 3 or 4 episodes. They're so good. You're going to be missing a lot if you don't watch through it, but what a way to finish the show. So I was super stoked to get to watch the finale this morning before work, and it was great. So I don't know if anybody else on the live stream, I've got it off to the side. I don't know if anybody else on the live stream watched it, but it was fantastic.
I'm so behind on that show. I need to catch up. You had texted me earlier or the group text that we have and just said, wow, just wow. So great way to end the show, huh?
Yep. Yeah, fantastic. And other good Star Wars news that they're going to be making Taiki Watati. I don't know how you say his name. He's going to be doing a standalone movie, and there's going to be a new series on Disney Plus. So lots of good Star Wars news.
It's awesome.
And who's it? Did you guys have a new kid, or who is that? Look down, Dylan.
I don't know what you're.
Look down, other way. Look to. Oh, he's hiding.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, my friend Obi-Wan here. Yeah, big Obi-Wan fan. Love Ewan McGregor.
I love how you couldn't find anything to place it on, so you're just holding it the entire
I have no other option.
Just hold him right there.
Look, when we're not in our multi-million-dollar studio setup, sometimes you've got to make do with what you have. And this, I literally have fingers to hold it. That's what I've got for this. So this is
as my wife just reminded us. So we've been. Well, we'll make a short story long here a little bit. So
yeah,
our May the 4th has been done doing cleaning. If any of you are in the From the Middle for the Middlers Facebook group, you saw me post a picture of a dumpster that was in our driveway. We filled that sucker up to the brim, sent it off, and there is now a second one in our driveway.
Yeehaw.
Indeed. So we had a pipe burst in our basement a couple days ago. Got that fixed. And so then all yesterday and today we've been spending just throwing all kinds of crap out. Which I mean, it's hard work that I don't necessarily enjoy much, like going up and down stairs 1,000 times a day. My wife has gone up and down stairs much more than I have. And so she's tired and I'm tired, but the feeling that I get from just getting rid of crap is euphoric.
Yeah.
Like I'm in a good place right now.
Straight to 10 out of 10.
Exactly. But
now, would you put this higher than the feeling that you get when you clean out your garage?
It's the same kind of feeling. Same kind of feeling.
Not better or worse. Same.
Not better or worse. Because when I clean out the garage, I'm also getting rid of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like that act specifically, just getting rid of things. But anyway, so we're finding all kinds of old stuff, right, in our basement that we forgot that we had, including today. And this is where I think it was fate. I think that Obi-Wan put this together for us for a special May the 4th. We came across a Millennium Falcon toy that Amy had purchased when our oldest was just a wee little baby, way before he could ever play with it, because she knew that someday I would want to play with that with my children, and it's been living in our basement ever since, and found it today, and indeed, like the boys especially have been having fun with that. And so that was a fun little May the 4th moment.
Oh, May the 4th miracle.
Yeah, indeed.
Did you now I have a question about the trailer and the cleaning. So were you already in the process of spring cleaning when the pipe burst, or did the pipe burst cause the things to be thrown away?
The pipe burst, so that the pipe burst kind of got the ball rolling on some stuff that we were going to do, but didn't know when we were going to do it.
We have had some comments, by the way, on YouTube from some of our listeners that we fondly call middlers, who have been very concerned about your refrigerator situation. So just to put their minds at ease, like, do you in fact have a functioning refrigerator?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
We do. So the refrigerator that, I think where we left that off, is the refrigerator that we received broke, and they needed to come out, and anyway, they fixed that up, and it's been good ever since. So
good.
Fridge is fine. But you know the old turn the hose bib on for the first time for the season, and you hear water rushing in your basement because you were an idiot and forgot to disconnect the hose at the beginning of the winter. That's what happened 2 days ago.
I mean, you've had a car go bad, a fridge.
Holy cow.
HVAC. Yeah. It's probably more. I don't know. You needed this Millennium Falcon.
I needed the Millennium Falcon moment.
You needed it.
Yeah. Jeez Louise.
So it seems as though you and your family members have something in common. Summer says, my favorite part of moving so often, my husband's in the military, is purging all the things. Super satisfying, and I look forward to it every couple of years.
I was built for military life. Well, I wasn't physically built for military life. I was emotionally built for military life.
Organizationally built.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. What you drinking there, Corey?
I got a little hold on. Backroom Coffee Roasters.
Oh, never heard of it. Anyway.
We love you, Trent.
Just kidding. Just kidding, Trent. Let us know when you want to re-up.
No, I still No, I'm still ordering, man. That's still my daily drinker. When I run out, I order more. I'm just kidding.
Shout out to Backroom Coffee Roasters. That's a free shout out, and we
they were good to us. We recognize that.
Absolutely.
Roasters was being nice.
Love you guys. They're a small batch roaster. They do a phenomenal job. Their quality is on point. Speaking of purging, Ashley, who's a loyal Midler, says, I would hate to be a Goodwill employee when they reopen.
Oh my goodness.
People are Marie Kondoing. We've talked about that plenty of times on our podcast. People are Marie Kondoing and people are getting rid of stuff. Pipes are bursting. It's going to be there's going to be a lot of stuff to sort through over there at the Goodwills.
Yeah, I think people just spending a whole lot of time at home is enough, and they can't drop it off at most of the Goodwills right now. There are a lot still open. You just have to know. I know our local one. I tried to drop some stuff off there the other day, and there's a sign that said, "We're not taking it here, but go to this other place." I just left it in my trunk, and it's still in my trunk, just waiting for them to open. So I'll be of that first rush of people that's looking to offload a bunch of stuff that's hanging around in their car.
I'm wondering if the business is booming for these like dumpster places like you, everyone doing home improvement projects and DIY stuff. And like, this is the time to do it if you're stuck at home and got stuff to do.
Ariane commented, I am also very behind on your podcast, but they are my spring cleaning, easy listening. Now that's a category I didn't consider putting ourselves under when we started this podcast, but I appreciate that.
Is that a checkbox when we go to set up our Apple stuff?
Yeah. Easy listening right there with Kenny G and Josh Groban and all of the other sultry singers.
Make sure to check the box for spring. So we're good for one time a year, only when you need easy listening. So it's great.
Our day, I was pretty back-to-back on conference calls today, but I had a nice little 2-hour break, and I said, it's Star Wars Day. We got to have, like, some of the movies or at least the John Williams music on in the background. So went out and put in episode 4, A New Hope, and started that. Just it was good to have on in the background. I'm really excited that the Disney Plus Mandalorian behind the scenes / making of thing is out today. I'm excited to dig into that later because I'm super interested in the work that went into how they made that show, trying some new techniques. If you're into the sausage making, they're trying some new techniques in
we all are.
Yeah. You know, like the ugly behind the scenes stuff that goes into making things, sausage making. Anyways,
and that's a very unpleasant thing, I think, for a lot of people to watch, sausage making.
That's the
I mean, I also imagine there's probably a sound associated with the sausage.
Oh, please! I know where you're going. Please don't.
Sorry.
Quality entertainment here. But I'm excited to dig into the things that went into that. We've posted on our From the Middle Facebook page some of the behind the scenes stuff about Mandalorian, how they're using basically digital sets as backdrops, and they are adjustable with lighting, and you can real-time rendering is what they call it, and you can manipulate the lighting and the textures and the background in real time as the actors act out the scene. And so pretty cool stuff that they're doing. Anyway, I'm sure they'll get into that in the Disney Plus documentary, but How seriously can you guys take me or not take me with this Poe Dameron Blue Squadron helmet on?
I have forgotten that it's even there.
Well, it helps. It helps that I never take you seriously. So
Cool.
this is par for the course.
Leave it on, as far as I'm concerned.
Awesome.
I
Maybe flip up the
assume
visor at least.
That
I
would be
assume
helpful. Oh, I
that,
can see so much better now. James Taylor II, who has been a guest on From the Middle. Comment.
Yeah, y'all are.
Corey, I'm gonna need the name of your helmet guy.
Oh, it's not a helmet guy.
Well, my 13-year-old daughter bought this at Disney, and it's made for children. And I don't think I can take it off, if I'm being honest. It's so tight that when I smile, my cheeks push forward these things here. But yeah, it's pretty awesome.
The visor does look good, I will say. Even if you can't see, it looks
It's
good.
it's got sound effects, and you can do an intercom sort of voice with it, so you don't have to do the sound.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is Black Leader Poe Dameron's Blue Squadron helmet, and you can get it at shopdisney.com probably.
For $799.95.
Mm-hmm.
Boom roasted. Hashtag boom roasted. Kendall, your wife says, looks better than Kendall's hat.
Yeah, I saw it.
Just wanted to.
If you're listening to this episode after the fact through a normal podcast channel, you might want to hop over to our YouTube link of both of their ridiculous hats.
Yeah,
this is a highly visual episode. But no.
Speaking of visual episode, real quick,
Mm-hmm.
because I've been planning this. I always told myself, I always said, Gerard P. Whitaker, the very first time that we have a live podcast recording thing, I'm going to break out a magic trick for the people. Okay. So all of the people at home, I want you to look very close at your screen. All right. I want you to get up as close as you can to your screen. You ready? Get as close as you can. Come on, fellas. Come on, guys. I'm talking. There you go. As close as you can. Close as you can. Close as you can. What is that? What is that behind your ear? Look at that. Look, you need to clean your ears out. Look at that.
Oh, boy.
Look at that. Look at that. There you go. There you go. Wait a minute. Look at that. Oh, there's two. There's two. So
Fake
anyway,
news. Fake news. How did you reach through my helmet?
Magic. Magic is how. And then the finale is.
Round of applause. It's beautiful.
Thank you. All right, mine's blown. Mine's
good.
blown.
Any other May the 4th be with you?
No. So,
I'm sorry. What? What do you have there?
Yeah, so every year Lego does May the 4th shopping event, and I needed to pre-order the Lego ship from Mandalorian, which doesn't come out until the fall. So I might have gotten a few other things.
the Razor Crest.
The Razor Crest from Mandalorian. So I might have gotten a few other things while I was on there. One of them was a freebie. One of them was a smaller set. And it was super cool. And I actually, while I was poking around with some Lego stuff, Corey, I sent you, and you might be able to share it on screen. I know there's several middlers that are wrestling fans, including the two of you. Not so much me anymore. But Lego, we've discussed before, has a program called Lego Ideas where people can submit their sets. And I found this product idea under Lego Ideas for WWE Wrestling, the Golden Era.
Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. So what would happen is a big Lego fan would submit this. Other Lego fans can vote on it, and Lego as a company can decide which they make into formal sets. And this is a very, very cool set for our wrestling fan listeners. It's very cool. It looks like on the Facebook stream, maybe they can't see it. So
yeah, the people can't see it.
we'll share it. We'll share it later. It's really cool. Or just search Lego Ideas WWE or WWF Golden Era or whatever, and you'll be able to find it. But very cool, and hopefully our little stream will jump back. But it's a very cool set. So I have to poke around those Lego idea sets every now and then and see what they've got.
That's awesome. I am fighting the urge to pre-order the Razor Crest myself. $129.99, but it looks really cool. And it comes with a minifigure Baby Yoda.
There it is. Yeah, I had some birthday money sitting around, so this is one of those things I didn't have to justify because I already had the cash.
So no, pretty normal day. Excited to dig into some of that. Star Wars, by the way, their Facebook page, they posted a really cool May the 4th video that is sort of a compilation of all the films, the cartoon series, as well as the most recent video game, and they sort of spliced it all together into a short 4-minute video or something that set to music, sort of puts you in the Star Wars mood, gave you all the Star Wars feels, and yeah, that was nice. Y'all should we'll share that from our page as well. If we didn't already, I think we already did.
Probably.
Knowing us. And hey, we promised we weren't going to talk about Star Wars the entire time.
Yeah. This is just the key details. We've got to get this stuff out to people. People.
I feel like a politician for some reason when I say it like that. So when I say it in context of for the people, for me it feels better to say for the people. I don't know.
It's fine. I have that problem with Bibby Bop at Easton. I always want it to be Bibby Bop. Because it's just, it's just how I hear it in my head. It's how I want to say Bibby Bop. It's like what's the old cartoon character that's like the Hanna-Barbera character or whatever that talks like
Droopy?
that? Yeah, probably. It's like Droopy's. It's like Droopy saying it. Bibby Bop. So
that reminds me of the Patton Oswalt joke when he had heard a recording of his voice. And I know that we've talked about this on the podcast before. He had heard a recording of his own voice. And when he said the letter B, he said, I could tell I've been gaining weight because my B's sound fat. You guys want to watch some baseball? He's like, I knew I needed to lose weight because my B's were sounding fat. Oh, so funny.
That's
great. Oh man. So I introduced Amy to Hot Ones for the first time like 2 nights ago. Sent the kids to bed. She came downstairs and we decided that we were just going to kind of go through some YouTube stuff, and she wanted to kind of see what I watch on YouTube. And so I pulled up, we were watching some cooking stuff at first.
Binging with Brad Bish.
We didn't watch any of.
You teed it up, man. I couldn't help it.
Nice. Bringing it back full circle.
Not Babish. But...
Hey, did you just put that in your Mountain Dew hole?
That joke sponsored by Mountain Dew Zero.
But not really. We need sponsors.
Tastes just like Diet Mountain Dew.
Exactly the same.
I don't understand.
Oh, it's so funny.
Anyway, YouTube.
No, Gordon Ramsay. He's been making these 10-minute dinner whatever videos.
Yeah.
So we watched a couple of those, and then we came across the Gordon Ramsay episode on Hot Ones, which is, in my opinion, one of the legendary episodes of Hot Ones. And as soon as she watched that, she's like, I gotta see more of these. And so we did. We watched a few of them right then and there. They're addicting. So I'm once again plugging and encouraging everybody. If you have not watched Hot Ones, you need to go get on the YouTube. First We Feast is the name of the channel, and Sean Evans is the host. The show is called Hot Ones. They've got like 8 or 9 seasons of it, and it is fantastic. You get to watch people that you know, celebrities, and you get to watch them answer questions with in in an environment that you've never seen them have to answer questions in before.
Yeah, and if you have a warped sense of humor from quarantine like I do, start with the Jeff Goldblum episode. You're gonna love it.
Yeah, I've said it before. The reason I like that is because the normal sort of, because celebrities get the same set of questions all the time. No matter how creative the interviewers try to get, they end up getting the same series of questions. And so they have a series of canned responses, like they're on replay and they're just ready to go through them. When they eat the wings and the wings get increasingly hotter, when they eat the wings and they keep getting spicier and spicier, their mind shifts and the focus shifts to how their mouth is burning. So all their normal boilerplate canned responses fall by the wayside. And it's just cool to see them with that sort of layer stripped away. And so we've talked about it, and we've even priced out what it would cost for us to buy the 10 sauces. What did we say it was? Like $125?
It's expensive, yeah.
If we got each one from the current season. But we think that would be a fun thing to do, where
it would be fun.
We would come in a future episode, we might have a series of questions prepared for one another that we don't know, and then do the wing challenge.
Not the 50 winger.
Not the 50 winger that we mentioned in a previous in a recent episode.
It'd be cool. But yeah, it's good. I don't know. Yeah, it was just kind of one of those things that $100 is a lot to spend on one episode that with sauces that, like, most of those, like half of those sauces at least, aren't really usable. Like they're not meant to be used to make your food flavorful.
Yeah, we put all the money into the studio that we can't even use right now. So we don't have anything left for the hot sauce.
Yeah, if you're a local company or a not local company and are looking for a podcast that you really want to sponsor, or if you're a hot sauce company and you want to give us some of your hot sauce so we can try it for our Hot Ones episode, we are accepting offers.
Imagine if this bottle, instead of saying MB Roland, which is a company in Kentucky that nobody actually said Watershed on it. I mean, y'all will go out and buy some Watershed right now, and that's all I'm saying. That's worth something to us.
Speaking of sponsorship and dollars and promotional stuff, look what we have.
Oh yeah, those things.
Which direction am I? Okay, this way. Okay.
Look at these. Wow, that's a nice quality vinyl decal. Even though people might just be catching us for the very first time, Dylan, how could they get their hands on one of these really nice vinyl decals?
Yeah, we have lots of social media pages where we reference these stickers. You can message us, and super easy. You just PayPal us, and I mail it out myself. And since my handwriting is terrible, it goes out even faster because I don't write you a note or anything. I just literally put it in an envelope. So,
but what about, could they get a free one somehow, or a couple free ones? How would they do that?
And has there been coronavirus in your house, and is it now on the stickers?
I forgot. So we're about to take a little break. We're going to take like a 10-minute break and come back. But when we come back, tune back in. And if you share our link, you comment in the posts under the video, tag some people, any of those things that you can do, like share or tagging people that you think might like the podcast, is going to enter you for a chance to win at least one sticker. It depends on how cool it is. But we're going to get some stickers out to folks because they're awesome stickers, and we want fans to have them. So if you're a fan, after the break, come back, tune in, share the video, tag people that you think would like it, what I just said, and we're going to get a sticker picked within the next couple days and get it mailed out.
So again, you can share either this first segment or our next segment that we're going to do in just a hot second. Listen, folks, there's no secrets here. We're using Zoom, and Zoom has a 40-minute time limit, and that time limit is
that we're all familiar with.
We're all using Zoom, and it's about to run out. Oh, sorry, you couldn't hear me. Hold on. So our 40-minute time limit is about to run out, so this is a great opportunity for you to take a little bathroom break, get yourself a coffee, and when you come back, you can share, comment, rate, review, subscribe to our YouTube channel. share. It doesn't count when you share to somebody who already follows us. It doesn't count. We're going to put all those names in a hat, Kendall's hat, and we're going to draw one out, and we're going to send you a couple free vinyl decal from the middle stickers that you can put on your Yeti thing.
They stick especially good to Yeti products.
Or whatever you want to stick it to. That's how.
Stick it where you want it.
Like your new refrigerator.
Yeah, you can put it on your new fridge. You can put it on your
fridge. That's a good example.
Put it on your new car or your old car.
Your daughter's Star Wars helmet.
You could put it on your trash can that you put out to the curb every week.
Let's keep talking about things people could put stickers on. That's gold right there.
It is. Let's see here.
Look, this is free entertainment. They have to pay for
what?
This is free here. Free entertainment.
It's awesome.
This is what y'all get for free.
10-minute break. Come back, share, comment, all those things. And we're going to finish up this episode. And we appreciate you guys too.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back for the second half of episode 48 from the middle. Thank you for joining. Stay right here. We'll be right back.
After these messages.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us for episode number 48 of From the Middle. This is the back half of episode number 48. Thank you for joining for round number 1. Sorry for the technical difficulties in between. As you can see, I am joined by my co-host, Dylan Hubble, as well as Kendall Layla, and we are excited to have you here today. We were just talking about these. Okay, I'm stopping. We were just talking about these super cool vinyl decals. Dylan.
Yep.
How can our viewers snag a couple of these for free?
Share this live video post, and also comment. Maybe somebody you think might like our podcast. Pretty much anyone breathing, walking, living on Earth might like it. Anyone you know in Syria, go ahead and tag them.
Yeah.
And we actually added listeners in Israel, Pakistan, Ireland. Last time we checked our stats, so that's really cool. We got some listeners in other parts of the world. But yeah, just share this live video, comment tag somebody's name. And I don't like the idea of just picking one person, so I think we should pick 3. I think we should pick 3 people. Yeah, we're going to mail, there's 3 of us. We're going to mail out 3 stickers. And we've already had several people tagging and sharing the videos, and we super appreciate that. So, yeah, do that, and we'll get a couple stickers mailed out. We'll pick names. We'll tag you on the page so you can be all excited, and then we'll need your addresses to get them mailed to you.
So share the video, tag people, subscribe to our YouTube channel, subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts. When we see you doing that, we're going to put your name in a hat. We're going to give 3 people, 3 names in hats, 3 people.
3 feels better.
We'll get stickers. All right. So we talked about Star Wars Day. We talked about some updates. What else do you guys want to talk about tonight? Oh, what's this? And why is Kendall in costume?
This is what I always wear for the podcast recordings.
Oh yeah.
That's true. I can't wait till the video spliced together of part 1 and part 2 of this. This is great.
You guys want a jelly bean? The black ones are my favorite.
Ugh.
No, I'm good.
We're just watching Kendall eat a black jelly bean.
That's where we are.
Hey, you guys. I know there's few of us out there, but the people who love the black jelly beans, you can go on Amazon and buy them. A whole bag of just black jelly beans. It's a thing. I did it.
Sounds terrible.
I actually got a 4-pack that came with a pack of black ones. Came with a pack of like just reds, so like cherry and strawberry and watermelon. And then another pack called Purple Rain, which is like grape and blue raspberry and stuff. So anyway, that's what's going on in my world.
What's around your neck there?
It's
Is that
actually
a lightning bolt? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's cool.
it's a guitar strap.
Please, for the love of God, ask a question, comment, and suggest a topic.
So I'll tell you a funny parenting thing. More amusing is the proper word, but so my daughter likes to ask lots of questions, and she likes to preface those by saying, "Dad, I have a question," and then she doesn't ask a question; she just tells me something. So I'm trying to teach her the difference between "Dad, I have a question" and "Dad, I want to tell you something."
Yeah.
Like we're trying to learn questions versus just need to tell me. So we're sitting at dinner and she's in the high chair and we're talking through questions and statements or just telling me something. And she says, "Dad, I have a question. I want to build blocks." Because nothing else, she's picked up that she needs to move her voice up right at the end there a little bit. And I said, "Well, that's more a statement, but you kind of made it a question. So I guess that counts. Good job."
That's really cute. So she's learned the upspeak.
Yeah. "Dad, I want to."
Yeah, so she has now learned how to speak Australian.
Right. Same
So
thing.
she could visit Australia.
Identical thing. Yep. Perfect.
I want to play with blocks.
How long ago did you go to Australia and get Tom Hanks sick? When was that? February?
Well, that was the last time I was out of the house. So yeah, feels like January. Feels like February. Yeah, I think it was February. Summer wants us to talk about tacos. Actually, it's a pun, but I'm not acknowledging that. She said taco about tacos.
Do the thing where we can see the pun.
I did the thing. It should be.
Did you? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not even looking at the thing.
I'm not on the bottom anymore, Kendall. You are, so you got to move your head.
Oh,
That sounds bad. And the Zoom windows.
Yeah.
So tacos. What's the deal with tacos?
Fine, we're social distancing. Anyways, what?
Hey, I wonder if this is the first time that in a while, and not the first time ever. How long ago has it been since Star Wars Day fell on a mayonnaise taco Monday? Is this the first time in a while it's fallen on a mayonnaise taco Monday? I think it's the first time that's fallen on a mayonnaise taco Monday.
What's a mayonnaise taco Monday?
It's just look it up. It's a thing. I did not make it up. I did not make that up. Look it up. It's a thing.
I was waiting to be baited into a joke. I didn't know.
No. Well, I mean, you kind of are. I don't know. Yeah, it's a thing. 5-Iron Frenzy. It's a 5-Iron Frenzy thing.
Okay.
All right. So nobody will get it. That's fine. So it's funny.
It's deep underground stuff, man.
Is it? We talked about some cooking shows, and I can't remember which one it was, but we've actually referenced in the podcast about how there was an episode of something on Netflix. We'll have to go back and find it, but they're talking about like how universal tacos are. And there's a whole episode where they're just trying tacos in SoCal and they drive into Mexico. And it's a bunch of like chefs and writers, food writers talking about it, like how universal of a food it is. And tortillas are kind of that way, but like breakfast, whatever kind of meats or veggies or whatever you want to do with it. It's pretty crazy as someone who loves tacos. And because I specifically remember us talking about how it's like on food items, like you can get t-shirts with just tacos on it and there's memes and, you know, it's a whole like cultural phenomenon that's kind of weird ways tied to the Taco Bell trend. And it's interesting. I don't know what we are supposed to talk about in regards to tacos, but I need to find that episode and I'll share it out from the middle page because I thought it was really interesting how they kind of deep dive into that.
Favorite tacos, go.
All of
Pork.
Not type, like food truck or restaurant. Favorite tacos.
I don't have a list, I guess.
I don't feel like I'm allowed to answer because anyone from like Texas and California is going to hate on us, whatever we say.
It doesn't matter.
You're in Ohio. You guys don't even have
Whatever.
corn tortillas there. Everything's flour. I don't know, all of them. I love shrimp and tacos. There's a place nearby that has really good shrimp tacos. So it's that and like lime juice and rice and lettuce, and they're super good. So I'm good. Yeah, there's a comment. We're foodies, and tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo. We're gonna have tacos tomorrow. I think we're gonna do some barbecue pork
Nice.
tomorrow.
Good.
I'm pretty excited about it.
Okay, I'll go. My favorite that I've had is Torchy's Tacos, and it's a chain that started as a food truck in Austin, but I had them in Dallas, and it's expanded from a series of food trucks to, storefronts, brick and mortars, and it's kind of one of those like interesting combinations of toppings and stuff. Torchy's Tacos in Dallas or in Texas, freaking awesome. Also Condado, I really like Condado. Have you guys been to the one in Columbus yet? The ones, are there multiples?
There's several locations. You got to get queso while you're there. It's like super expensive, but it's so good.
Queso Blanco is absolutely amazing from Condado. Their margaritas are great. It's make your own. So when you sit down, you get a slip of paper and you fill out from the shell to the sauce and everything in between. And they have like the double-decker shells, so you can do a hard shell wrapped in a soft shell with beans in between, holding it all together. Probably get 2 or 3 in one sitting. Super good. And then if you don't want to go through all that trouble, they have pre-made ones that you can just order off the menu. But Condado's really good.
Yeah, I also like Chewy's for anything.
Chewy's.
Anything that I'm eating their flour tortillas, because they make them like right there and they're crazy good.
Yes.
And that started out of the Southwest U.S. So that's true Tex-Mex as far as a chain can be, not straight up Mexican food, but very, very good.
I don't know if that was Dallas or Austin, but yeah, that started in Texas as well. Shout out to Chewy's. Kendall, do you have thoughts on tacos, Kendall?
Nothing. Not really. I like tacos. I like Mexican restaurants, but I never get tacos when I'm there. There's a taco place in Gahanna that is no longer there that I went to one time, and that was good.
Which one are you referring?
It was at Creekside.
Oh yeah, what was that called?
It was like it was behind the pigskin place. And I don't remember what it was called, but I don't think they're there anymore. Yeah. Actually, here's I don't remember the name of the place, but we stumbled upon, my wife and I, we had our kids with us, and we had dinner at a taco place, a little hole in the wall, like 5 tables in the front of the joint, because it was mostly like a takeout kind of place, but they had beef tongue tacos, and they had tripe tacos, and so we just got like a smorgasbord of stuff that we had never had before, and found out that I like pork.
After beef tongue and tripe, you just discovered that pork is your thing.
The tripe was absolutely disgusting. I'll never try that again. The tongue was fine. It had that gamey kind of flavor to it, which I actually don't hate. But I prefer pork. So.
Okay, those are our thoughts on tacos, Summer. Thank you for your suggestion.
Hold up.
This is a good opportunity.
Hold on, Amy.
This is a good opportunity to talk about these really, yeah, we can hear you.
That's interesting.
What's up?
It was like I was signed out.
Oh,
but
no. We see you. You're here.
All right.
It's a good opportunity to talk about these really cool vinyl decals.
Yeah, feel free to comment below the video. Tag somebody that you think might like our podcast, or go ahead and share the live feed. And we were gonna pick one name of all the people that do that tonight for our first ever live episode. But there's 3 of us, so we should have 3 winners. So we're gonna pick 3 people, and we'll reach out and get your mailing address, and we're gonna get some of these stickers mailed out in the next few days.
And does it have to be live? What if they watch later tonight, Dylan, and we're not live anymore? Can they still share?
totally fine.
Yeah. Why do you
Yeah.
hate people who?
Phony outrage. Yeah, go ahead. You can share the live video. We'll do it through the end of the night, so through like midnight or so.
Mhm.
Somewhere around there. If you want to share it out later, tag somebody in the comments. We'd appreciate it, and we'll get some of these super cool, really thick, nice stickers out to you.
Share with a friend, tag them in the video, subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, all of the things. Some of you may not even know we've been doing this for 47 episodes now. Some episodes are better than others. They range from silly to serious and everything in between. And we're having a lot of fun. This is our first ever live podcast. Trying it for the first time. Loving the interactions. Appreciate you guys commenting and asking your questions. We've got a comment here where somebody says, the tacos at Oak Hill and Sunbury are great. Thanks, Betsy. Long time, Midler. Really appreciate the comment.
How much are you missing baseball right now?
It's going to be a long season for the Houston Astros.
Nomar Garcia Pirates steps up to bat. He's had a pretty good season, those Flyers.
Oh, I got to stop. Sorry. I'm sorry, everyone.
You really should, yeah.
What else is on you guys' mind for this beautiful Star Wars Day? May the 4th.
I'll tell you one thing that was a conversation my wife and I had. So we did the Kroger click list. You order it all online. I guess it's free right now. It's normally not. So we've done it a couple times. No, once. This is the first time. So we're adding stuff to cart like every hour on the hour for like 4 days to like build a cart of groceries. Go pick it up. Somehow 3 packs of Oreos found their way into the cart. I don't know.
Oh, jeez. I hate that.
Real shame. So we're talking about trying these different Oreos that we bought because we got different flavors. And I'm the type that like a pack of Oreos can maybe last 2 days and then it's done for. And my wife is very logically explaining how to like spread them out a little bit and they'll last longer and whatever. And I said, I think that's the problem because in my mind, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they last 1 day after I get groceries or 8 days. I'm going to eat. They're all going to be gone eventually anyways. So I might as well just enjoy as many as I want to enjoy while I want to enjoy them, which is totally flawed because you have things like caloric intake that you have to think about. But like, I'm just thinking like, yeah, so if I eat 2 a day or if I eat 20 a day, they're going to be gone eventually. So I might as well enjoy them. So I'm realizing from a junk food perspective, that's why I don't have it in the house. It's better if I don't have things, because I did the same with chips. It's like Doritos, man. It's my favorite. I could eat a whole bag in 2 days, or I could spread it out, but that's no fun. They're going to be gone eventually.
2 days is spreading it out, my friend.
Yeah, well, there's 5 in your house, right?
It doesn't matter.
I try not to eat the whole bag at one time if I can help it. So I don't know if anybody else has foods like that, like the Cruller donuts, Doritos, and Oreos are things that just will be annihilated if I have them in the house. I can avoid a lot of other things pretty well. So I would love to hear for anybody listening, what are those junk food snacks that just absolutely will not stay in your cabinets because you're gonna, maybe it's a drink. Some people are that way with different types of energy drinks or specialty drinks or whatever, but yeah, they get crushed.
Or do you have weird ways of savoring food or eating food?
No, but I heard you do.
Oh, we talked about that. Yeah, Oreos don't last long here. Swiss rolls don't last long here. A box of 6 packages. We went through a whole box the other night, one night. But there's 5 of us in fairness. So I made the whole family split 1 package. Yeah. I love me some Oreos. What flavors did you try? What were some of the non-typical, non-standard flavors that you tried?
So the chocolate cookie birthday cake, the chocolate cookie tiramisu, and the thin chocolate cookie latte.
Wow.
because that's why they all found their way into the cart, because there was like, whoa, they've got a lot of flavors. So when you can modify your Kroger
Goodness.
order every 30 seconds and keep adding junk food, it's a
Yeah.
lot easier to do that. And so, I'm a sucker for like the birthday cake and the peanut butter Oreos.
You and my wife alike.
Summer is still with us. She said that what doesn't last long in their house are the big oatmeal cream pies.
Yes. That's another one I forgot. Yeah, the whole box of like 12 could be gone in with a few glasses of milk.
And our brother Jacob is here, and he says fruit snacks don't last long in their house. Fruit snacks.
All right, Kendall, what is it?
I don't know, chips, all kinds of chips, and which like you, therefore we don't often have chips in the house. It's just a bad idea to even buy them in the first place. But when we have them, it's like it's a constant struggle to try to keep them in the house. I would say that is the biggest thing, at least for me.
Oh, and you're big on dips too.
I'm big on dips. Big on dips. You name it. You name the French onion dip. Good on everything. I can put that on all things.
Are you big on dips? Or are you big on the concept of dipping? Like it doesn't matter the dip. It's just I like dipping.
I think you know what I think it's a texture thing. I think I enjoy having a crispy snack dipped in a cold dip. Doesn't have to be cold. It just usually is. I guess I don't know, but yeah. So French onion dip and really any kind of chip is fantastic. Not so great with pretzels. With pretzels specifically, I want the Jarlsberg cheese dip or a pimento cheese dip or a beer cheese or something along those lines. But yeah, no, if I don't have a dip and I have a dippable thing, I have several different ways of concocting a dip out of what's in our fridge.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Heather says that Ben & Jerry's half-baked ice cream doesn't last long. Neither does Moscato. Those are paired together.
Huh.
My wife would agree on the Ben & Jerry's, but it's the Tonight Dough.
Yeah.
That's a clever name.
The Tonight Dough with Jimmy Fallon on it. Those don't last very long.
All right, guys, before we continue, I've got to say goodbye because I've got a thing I got to get to. So
Dressed like that?
this is how I always dress. My name's
Oh,
Kendall.
yeah.
This is what I look like all the time. And I love you guys. And live long and prosper.
Nope.
And nanu.
Nope. Star Wars Day, jerk. We love you too.
May the 4th be with you.
See you, buddy. We're going to
See ya.
stay on. Dylan and I are going to stay on for just a little longer. Kendall's got to leave for a thing. And this is From the Middle, episode 48, which is live. And we are taking your comments, questions, and topic suggestions on this lovely Star Wars Day. So, speaking of puns, since we just talked about Tonight Dough, you understand my disdain for puns.
Yes, I understand.
Well, this Animal Crossing game is getting under my skin a little bit.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
every time you catch a critter in the game, your character makes a pun based on the critter that you just caught.
What's your favorite one so far?
I think it was when I caught the catfish and he said, I'm more of a dog person. Or no, you catch the clownfish and he says, I wonder how many can fit in a car fish.
I don't think it's funny, but I appreciate your reaction to the joke.
Every time you catch something, there's a pun.
Yep. You can't pass them either.
Why?
Yeah, every
But
time.
it's a great game. I'm having so much fun. Are you enjoying it?
I'm having a blast. Yeah, it's really good. It's a really good way to wind down. Even when a toddler is saying dad, 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 I have a question. Dad, I have a question for you. Dad, 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 daddy, dad, 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 dad. It's great. So, you can almost block out the dads when you're playing. It's that good.
Hey, look, since it's just the two of us, our mom just commented, "Sing me a song, boys."
Nope.
You don't want to do? You don't want to do?
Nope. I'm good.
And her profile picture is our brother, Ian, who just graduated from Mississippi State. Congrats, bro. We love you. That's awesome. I asked about, hey, can we catch his graduation live? And mom said, that's very sweet to ask. I think they're just going to like read the names or whatever. And then she texted me the day of and said, he's not even watching. He wasn't even watching his own graduation. Anyway, we love you, man. Congrats. We're proud of you. And best of luck in whatever chapter is next for you. But yeah, Animal Crossing is great, man. It's so much fun. So addicting. The kids love it. Your friend Brad, we went to his island the other day. Holy smokes. How long has he had the game?
I don't know. Probably.
Or is he just grinding?
Yeah, probably since the day it came out. He is one of those people that he probably could be legitimately a professional gamer if he had the ambition to do so. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying he's not ambitious, but that's not a particular thing that he feels motivated to do, at least at this time. But he's just so good at everything. He's so good at every game, or at least the ones he chooses to pick up and play. And every new game that he gets into, he tries to sell me on buying to play with him. And I never do until Animal Crossing. And we've been playing this one. It's been a lot of fun. But yeah, he could start a game like this and instantly have it beat and know everything about the game. And then he's logging on to play some online shooter where he'll have 50 kills to 1 death. And, he'll be incredibly good at that. So, yeah, it's he's something. So shout out to Brad out in Baltimore.
So
Baltimore, Maryland.
Yeah, Michelle, a loyal Midler and also a relative of ours, comments, "I want to hear about your childhoods together." Hey, you're live.
Yeah, I feel like one of the best stories there is just about how much we talked about Frito bean dip for large chunks of our childhood. Fritos and Frito bean dip. And you don't think about it as a kid that it's kind of a little gross that you have to take a plastic lid off your beans and then peel a metal can open and then scoop your beans out of a can with your chip, your foot's going chip like a Neanderthal, and you're like licking the can clean because you're a kid and you don't know any better. And yeah, I feel like that's one of those things that how much of our life that occupied our conversation.
We had some at dinner just the other night, and the kids started referring to it as bean paste. And I said, if you keep referring to it as bean paste, you're not allowed to have any because it's grossing me out, and it's so much better than that.
Yeah, bean paste is horrifyingly accurate.
Why is it that, and this is the conversation that this brought up. This is a perfect podcast topic. The Sherry and the kids were watching one of the British baking shows, the Great British Baking Show or whatever.
Yeah.
And they made Swiss rolls,
mm-hmm.
like big ones. And they were the conversation became, so much of junk foods like that are like the nostalgia or the expectation that you know exactly what you're going to get. You know that it's not the best quality. Professional chefs could make better refried bean dip. Professional chefs are going to make a better Swiss roll out of chocolate cake, icing, and then a glaze on top.
Mm-hmm.
But the Swiss roll is still going to be better if you grew up on Swiss rolls, and the Fritos bean paste is going to be better if that's what you grew up on. And it's not like I'm trying to discern if it's like no one's lasagna will ever be as good as your mom's lasagna or whatever, right? Like it could be technically better, but it's just what you know and are familiar with, right? Your thoughts?
Well, I'm laughing because part of that conversation, I'm not a cheap person, but like I think about when you go out to eat, you've had a nice dinner, you're looking at desserts, you want something, it's not as good as you think it's going to be. Some places are more expensive, so I always kind of decide whether I think I want dessert. It has to sound really good. But there's a couple thoughts that tie in there. First, it's not really about the price, but if you're going to go try something, you really want to try something. Where something like Reese's, and I've said this before, you always know exactly how good a Reese's is going to be.
And it's never been different.
But you always know I might get a $13 dessert at a restaurant, a really nice restaurant, and be disappointed. But I could stop at a gas station, and that Reese's is going to be exactly as good as I think it's going to be for $1.29. And I might even get a buy one, get one free. And so there's that part of it that's weird. And it's not an answer to your question, but it was just a funny thing that popped into my head.
No.
And also it ties into the fact that we've always said we can appreciate the nicest meals through like the most basic whatever. And that just falls right in line with like, I don't know what that is. You can go and be really discerning at a really great steak or seafood joint. And then you get hungry 2 hours later and you're getting bean burritos at the Taco Bell drive-thru on the way home for 99 cents. And there's something about that. I can't explain any of it. I have no answers. It's a mystery of life that we'll never know. But nostalgia is powerful, and that's all I know.
Well, it's nostalgia, but it's also, you talked about expectation, and that's why the franchise model works, right? If you're on a road trip and you just want a quick burger, and you have a choice between Wendy's and Ertl's roadside burger stop, you're going to, most people would go stick with what they know because they know the expectation of getting the Dave's Double. My mouth is watering.
And it won't give them the runs either. That's the important thing.
And it's a risk to go to Ertl's,
in many ways.
But more importantly, I love that someone asked us to talk about our childhoods together, and we went straight to Fritos bean dip.
Yes. Because what better personifies our childhood than a bean paste?
Oh, that sounds so gross when you say it like that.
But I'd still eat some if you had some.
But seriously, I would say, and people ask about you and I's relationship, like, I think the 2.5 year gap was a really good one in our age. Like, we were always, and you can disagree, it's fine. It's not like we're on a live podcast or anything. But like, I would say that for the most part, we were just buddies and we got along great. Like, sure, we fought in terms of like arguing. I don't think it ever came to blows.
No, not really.
Like, we argued and it was like in the back of the Astro, the Ford Astro, like, he's touching me, you started it, that type stuff, but never really like scrapping or fisticuffs. So yeah, it was.
I think once high school you moved out, it was great. I think once that version was gone, everything was great after that.
Things were never better.
Yeah, I think, absence makes the heart grow fonder comes to mind when you hear things like that. I think that was very true for us. No, I would agree. Most of the time we got along really well. And who doesn't? What two high schoolers aren't annoyed by each other?
Sure.
In your high school age. So yeah, that's.
Well, thanks for asking, Michelle. So I hope that's what you were looking for. Fritos bean dip, and it was okay. was was the answer.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine. I think we're good. I think we're in a really good spot. This has been a lot of fun.
I think we're in a really good spot is a way to say.
Well, yeah. No, I think this has been such a good episode. I think we've got some great questions. We're ending on some humor.
That's fun.
I think it's been a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to mailing out a couple from the middle stickers. I think that's great. We're going to pick a couple winners. Even after the episode is over, you can still tag people in the comments or share the video, and we'll mail a couple of those out, and it'll be a lot of fun. So look for some messages from us. Yeah, you can't tell how thick it is, but it's
Well,
really
not that, but it's not the whole rectangle. It's like a nice die cut.
Yeah, super sharp looking sticker. Yeah, we'll look for messages from us for the winners, and we'll announce them, and then we'll message you for your mailing address, and we'll send some of those out. And eventually, when we're not in quarantine, you can go sport them out and about. So I think it'll be great.
So one final plug here for those of you that don't know, we here at From the Middle, this is just a fun hobby for us, and we enjoy getting together and talking about whatever's top of mind as middle-class guys in the middle of America, in the middle chapters of our lives, with a point of view that's somewhere in the middle. And sometimes that's about husband stuff, dad stuff, geek culture stuff. And we hoped that with this live stream, we would more organically reach some of you that didn't know that we even had a podcast. We do, in fact, have a podcast. We're 47 episodes deep. This will conclude 48, and we are all over social media at From the Mid Pod, P-O-D. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, wherever else you get your podcasts, YouTube, Spotify. We just started a group on Facebook where we have like 100 plus members now that are interacting with us there. So please be sure to like our page, join the group. What else, Dylan?
That's it. You said all the things.
Okay.
And the one thing that I think has been kind of fun over time is we found different social platforms exist for different reasons. And that's been kind of fun to watch that unfold.
Yeah.
So if you listen to our episodes and you like a lot of the stuff we talk about or into a lot of the things we're into, we end up sharing a lot of articles and videos related to the podcast or things we reference. Instagram is kind of like this snapshot, one hit behind the scenes things happening in our lives. It's just really quick. And Twitter is like this whole podcast community where other podcasts that support us and we like their shows. We share each other's content. And you might find some other podcasts that we don't reference on Facebook and Instagram. And then YouTube is just the straight up videos for your Apple TV or your phone that you just want to go watch us instead of just hearing us. So it's been a lot of fun to kind of see all of those different things take shape. So depending on what you're into, just go find those platforms and follow us there because they are a little bit different and we don't do the same content to everything every time.
Yep.
So that would be my only tip.
And we said right from the beginning that this was going to be a journey and a learning experience, and it certainly has been that. And so we appreciate those of you that have stuck around for now 48 episodes. If you want to go back and find one with a title that sounds like something you would be interested in, to just give it a taste. But listen, in the world of podcasts, this is another plug. We've done a lot of them. But in the world of podcasts, subscriptions, ratings, reviews, and shares really, 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 really help. We don't make money from this. We don't have sponsors. So the more of that you can do, the better. Thank you guys for tuning in. Happy Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. You guys are awesome. We love you. Stay safe out there. Peace.
See you. Bye.